What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to talk about a 3-in-1 set that I absolutely loved, and I honestly thought this set would do pretty decent. So this set is the Star Wars Galactic Adventures 3-in-1 set, item number 66708. So this was a Walmart exclusive. You could only pick it up at Walmart, even though the other sets were available at other stores like Target. This 3-in-1 set was available at Walmart only. And I absolutely loved it, and I thought this set was going to do pretty amazing. Although, it turns out it's kind of, I don't know, some would classify it as a bad investment, some would classify it as a dud. We're a year into retirement, and I'm kind of torn. I, I'm hoping it does pretty decent in the future, but this is why, well, I'm kind of making this video to show that 3-in-1 sets and 2-in-1 sets tend to typically be bad, even though I love them personally. I love them because I think in like 20 years, people will want just to have this box on display, and I think it's just generally pretty cool, the 3-in-1 sets, for personal investing. But personal building and collecting, investing wise, they're super risky, and I'm going to go over why, and yeah, I'll give my thoughts more on this set, but let's take a deeper look at what this set includes and my thoughts on it. So this set is 3 sets, which is the Imperial Armored Marauder, the Trouble on Tatooine, and the Duel on Mandalore. So both of or I should say all 3 of these sets are doing absolutely terrible. And I think it comes down to 2 things. One, the price point. I don't like to buy low price point sets like this just because it's extremely risky, because there's just so much more inventory created compared to a set that is $120. These will fly off the shelves before someone's willing to shell out $120 or even more. So that's why I don't really invest heavily in small sets. There are a few that I've got my eye on, like in my previous video, the Boba Fett Microfighter. I like that set for, I think it was $5.99. I think one day I might be able to sell that for 15 to 20. So I definitely think there's profit there, but a lot of small sets just tend to struggle to gain in price, especially nowadays when you're dealing with mass production. So I think it's the price and the mass production of small sets, and primarily the 3-in-1 sets are made simply because those sets haven't been selling, and it's just a quick way for Lego to try and sell these sets easily and attract new buyers and maybe investors. So all 3 of these sets, or I should say 2 of these sets, the Trouble on Tatooine and the Duel Mandalore, I remember everyone talking about them and how well they were going to do, and just absolutely people were buying these up left and right. And I think that's ultimately why these sets have been doing bad, just because there's just been so many of these sets made, and there's a ton of collectors that bought them up, and there's just massive amounts of inventory. So let's take a look at these 3 sets individually, kind of gauge more of, were they good investments at the time? But let's take a look. So the Armored Marauder, this had 4 minifigures, and 4 of them are unique, with a value of $25. So out of all of them, I would probably say I would have thought this set would have done the best out of all of them. 4 unique minifigures, that's absolutely awesome. And I always try to buy sets where they have unique minifigures. I don't just buy a set because of the minifigures, but when investing, you want unique minifigures. If it has none, then I'm not really a big fan of that set. It has to have something unique, at least 2 minifigures for me to, really want it. Or maybe the set just has to be absolutely amazing, like it might be a helmet and then a minifigure, or an awesome building and they've got minifigures that aren't unique. But generally, unique minifigures help investors sell sets. And why? Just because they're unique. If these minifigures are never remade in the future, it will definitely help this set out. But if they remake them all, then it's going to really, really hurt this value of this set. And then next up, we've got the Trouble on Tatooine. Again, everyone was talking about this set, how awesome it was going to be, and just truly amazing. It's got 3 minifigures with a value of $12. None of them are unique. And I personally avoided this set. I didn't see what everyone saw in it. I avoided it, but people were buying this a ton at Target. And I think it's just a mediocre set. There's nothing really great. The build isn't that great. The vehicles, I just don't see what other people saw. And then next up is the Duel on Mandalore. Again, people really thought this was going to do awesome. And when I say really people thought it was going to do awesome, people were commenting left and right on Facebook, talking about they arm swept the entire shelf, and it was just being bought up left and right. And it's got 2 minifigures, a value of $12.81 right now. They're okay, but again, the build is just nothing really for me. Maybe if it had more minifigures, but overall, I passed on all 3 of these sets. But when I saw that Walmart had this 3-in-1 set, which was exclusive, so again, you can't get this anywhere else, I took the chance on it and I bought it for 50. So these went on sale for $50, and I think that's a great price for this set. And I can sell it for a profit right now. But generally looking at the set overall, it's not doing very well. I thought it would be a little bit higher. So it's got a retail price of $79.97. It's got a value right now of $84.57. So I am going to say in my area, so I sell locally, I don't sell online, nobody is able to get $84 for this set. I'm literally seeing them sell for $60 and $70. And I often debate about trying to pick up the $60 ones. But again, as an investor, I try not to buy from other investors or third-party sellers because it's just too risky. They could clear out all the minifigures, reseal it, super risky, and I generally just try to avoid that. But this value right now is realistically like 60 to 70. So let's take a look at how it's doing on eBay to kind of compare. So honestly, I'm shocked. $89 here, 58. That seems more in line. 68, okay. 69, yeah. 74, yeah. So it's barely breaking the retail price. And I know it hasn't been a full year, but we're looking at pretty much a year. I would like to see it a little bit higher. So I do have concerns for this set. I'm thinking the max that this might sell out, or you might be able to get, maybe in 5 years, is honestly like $100. So I'm thinking about trying to liquidate all mine. I'm not sure whether I could keep them or not. If you think I should keep them, if you think they'll go higher, please comment down below. I would like other people's opinions, but I would also love to hear your opinion on this set. So I know a lot of people did buy this set that they could for 50, and then they sold each set individually. So when they typically do the 3-in-1 sets and the 2-in-1 sets, there's usually just the individual boxes in here. So if you open this up, you've got three boxes, and a lot of people have tried selling them individually. I personally think that is a bad bet, but hey, maybe I might need to do that to get more money. I personally think it's a stronger set when it's in this 3-in-1 box, but maybe I'm letting my personal views kind of alter my investing views, but I really love 3-in-1 sets just for display purposes, and I think this is going to be extremely rare in 20 years. Will I have any by then? Absolutely not. I might save one, just put it in my man cave or, in my Lego room one day, but I think I'm thinking about trying to liquidate. Since I picked them up for 50, maybe if I could get $80, I honestly would be happy with that price. So please comment down below your thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them. Did you invest in this set, or did you invest in maybe some of these sets individually? I would love to hear it. But a lot of people really thought these two were going to be grand slams. And in my opinion, they're duds. And I think that comes down to just the amount of investors and the amount of inventory of these sets. So I would love to hear it. But as always, please do your own research, have some fun, make some money. Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.